name is Jim Wenta.
My name's Kathy Wenta.
I'm a truck driver. I was doing construction trucking for about 27 years.
Everything got cut in half. His pay got, well, more than half.
The economy has cut my work back, and the interest rates on my home loan are starting seriously affecting our income. It's getting to the point where we can't afford to make the payments, and we're just trying to get some assistance somehow to keep us in our home.
They live in a little house in the middle of nowhere that, to the bank's own calculation, is only worth on its best day $77,000. They owe the bank over $230,000. All they want is for Wells Fargo to take the money that they got behind, tag it onto the end of their mortgage payment, and let them go about their day. That's all they want. Instead, Wells Fargo is going to foreclose on their house. They filed an NOD and they intend to foreclose on their property.
After we'd bought the house, the first year we were here, the first thing I had to do was put a roof on because I had a couple leaks that damaged the ceiling and the walls. We paid for that out of our pocket. We had serious problems with the plumbing, so the guy came out and replumbed the whole house, hot water, cold water, all the sink, sewer pipes, all the way out to the street. I had an old back door in here that was leaking really bad, so my first thing I had to do was tear out all that concrete. I took out the door and a window that was here, walled this up, replastered the outside. I took the plaster off of this wall, put new drywall up here, and in the bathroom I put in a little something for the wifey, little ironing board thingy. In this bathroom, it's all redone except for finishing the drywall and the tile. It was a pretty good feeling that all the construction has been done here, aside from the plumbing I did myself. This is the first house I ever owned that I could do that on, and every day I had a different project to work on, and some of it I had on to wait because I needed some more money to buy something else, so I'd work on another project. And I don't know, it's just kind of like the American dream, to make your home the way that you want it to be, the way you see it in your mind. And now it's all like an old dream.
The reason the Wentas are behind is because Mrs. Wenta's health care is awful, and she requires a kidney transplant. And because she has no health care that's worth a darn, they've had to make a decision as to whether to pay their mortgage payment or pay for her dialysis.
It seems like we're looking for sympathy or something when they ask us why, and I have to tell them that my wife has had a kidney failure and she can't work, and she has rheumatoid arthritis, and it just incapacitates her hands and her legs so bad that she can't work.
Sometimes on dialysis day, I get kind of tired, extra tired.
Takes a lot out of her. It's hard on your heart because they have to suck the blood out of you and then pump it back into you.
If she doesn't have dialysis, she dies. That's no decision. They have to pay for that. They also have children that suffer from the same genetic defect that also require kidney transplants.
We were never late, never missed a payment.
We can prove that.
Yeah, never.
Not even on the homeowner's insurance.
Nothing.
On none of it. None of it was ever. Everything was good.
And now our credit's in the tubes because, we haven't been making our payments. And so that's, gone down. Our credit rating's gone down. So even if we did lose this house, I don't know where we'd go, because you have to get the credit rating even to rent a house.
And those payments would be more than
what we've got.
What we're paying.
And with my condition and my son's condition, I don't want to be homeless. We can't very well be homeless. So I'm pretty stressed out.
And Wells Fargo, by the way, knows all of this. Wells Fargo insisted on detailed copy of their medical records. But they've denied the Wentas for all sorts of different things, the latest being that they don't recognize their hardship.
I have to have a place, a home, and so does my son with the transplant, because his immune system is down really low because of his medication. He can't afford to be out in the cold, to be around a lot of people in the shelter, to get sick, and
it just can't happen.
It just, we've worked too hard to keep him healthy for this to happen.
How can you with a straight face tell somebody who is on the transplant list, who if they don't get a transplant pretty quickly, isn't going to be with us much longer, that their hardship doesn't count? How can you possibly behave that way?
My paycheck is about $1,200 every 2 weeks. My house payment is $1,200 a month. One stay on a dialysis is it's over $1,200?
Yeah, about $1,800.
And she has to go 3 times a week. We've even discussed getting a divorce so she could qualify for welfare. I've waited till I was 45 years old to buy a house because I was insecure of being able to afford to make the payments. When I finally did buy a house, I was secure in making my payments. And now all of a sudden I have to ask for welfare, for help.
The way they're treating the Wentas is wrong. Wells Fargo will make more money by keeping them in their house at a 2% interest rate than they will by foreclosing. What the Wentas are saying is, let us stay in our home, let us pay what we owe you. Just accept our checks. Stop trying to throw us out. They owe $239,000 on a property that Wells Fargo tells us is only worth $77,000. Doing a loan modification, even at 2%, is better. Whatever the percentage rate is, 2%, 3%, whatever it is, 2% of something is still better than 100% of nothing. I don't care what business model you're applying, except to Wells Fargo.
That America is doing this to America, it hurts me a lot. There's a lot of hardworking people in this country. I'm a Vietnam vet, and I did my part for this country so it could be everybody's dream.